of his freedom at 18, but he's not looking to sexually with anything. Like, they want to wait, like they're saving each other for each other, and I think that is so beautiful. Adults don't have that mentality, the expectation for them is that if they're going to continue to speak with each other, is to be a progressive, growing relationship where they can target their goals for the future and grow closer together. He did want to speak to y'all because he said that as people that already dated, we don't seem like we know what we're talking about.
Somebody about to say something stupid.
But don't stunt his growth though. Just don't stunt his growth.
He's great. He's great. He's doing great. He does a lot on his own. He's a title boxer, a barber. He's an entrepreneur. He's about to. I'm crying. I'm like getting a little sad because he might be trying to leave for me for college too.
Free him till it's backwards.
But I let him grow into his own person. I'm not gonna stunt his growth, and I don't put my fears or restrictions on him. He's gonna have his own life. He's his own person.
I don't know about you guys, but when my parents started allowing me to go out on dates in high school, I used to go out with. We went out to eat with his parents. Like we went everywhere. Like either he went with our family, like whether it be church or out to eat or an event, and vice versa. His mom was a single mom, but when we went out with his mom, and we had a good time. And it wasn't about, of course we were attracted to each other, but it was more about like getting to know each other, getting to know each other's family, and kind of, getting to acquainted with each other. And it was a lot of fun, actually. We did that a lot, and our parents approved. So
I like that ballerina not ballerina, but January, because my first couple of dates was just at the house eating dinner with the fucking family and shit like that. When I was a shorty. Shit, that's how it was. It kept you safe. You knew, my grandma knew and grandpa knew I wasn't about to be out there fucking. Shit, her mama dropped her off at our house, or we went and got her from her house and brought her over for dinner. She was able to sit around for a little bit. Yeah, I might have fingered her or something in the TV room or something like that. But we didn't have sex. And then her mama came, her grandma and grandpa took her home. And we rode with each other each way.
What do you say? My name one pump. I gotta at least get one pump.
At least one pump. But man, we kids, we teenagers, man. That was the thing. Finger bang a motherfucker real quick.
Yeah, when my mom first started allowing me to date, his mom and my mom both were single parents, so they would go on the dates with us, movies, out to eat, go karting, like whatever. Or we would just do pizza night or something like that. But yeah, we weren't allowed to date just each other by ourselves.
Maybe we need to get back to that. Some old school stuff was beneficial to the growth of relationship for young adults.
I agree. I'm going on some of my niece's first dates. Okay. Yes, I will be there.
I hope y'all do that shit before they start fucking. Once they start fucking, none of that shit gonna matter.
They find
Well, you
anywhere
start
to
this
hunt
stuff
at.
around about 13, 14, man. Most kids, most shouldn't have
They
been
fucking sooner than that now, bro.
Man, we was fucking sooner than that back in the day, but everybody wasn't. You might have bumped some jeans or some shit at 10, 11 or some shit, 12. But you hadn't went all the way.
I remember reading in my mom's Bible, let all my kids be virgins before they get married. I said, well, that prayer not gonna get answered.
Sorry, mama.
I'm sorry, mama.
Mama.
Talk about let me know when you think about having sex. I got some condoms in here in the closet. You got me fucked up.
You might as well put them in my sock drawer.
I definitely had that conversation with my mom while my boyfriend was in the back seat, and he was very shocked. But we were like, hey, he was 18, I was 17.
Oh,
She was like, she gonna teach both of y'all just in case his mom ain't teaching him.
by that time, shit, you should already know because by that time, once a boy or a girl gets a car, if you ain't had that talk yet, they about to be fucking. You better time that talk long before they ever get a fucking car. Because once they get that car, somebody you gonna have to come get your son a motherfucker jump at the park because he let the radio play too goddamn long and it went dead.
Damn.
That ain't never happened to you, BTP?
Yeah, when you got sounds in your car. I used to have sounds back in the day. That shit would drain the fuck out your shit.
You go to the park to sit with your girl, maybe smoke a blunt or something, and talk and make out is what they call it. I think every city got a lookout point. If your daughter's been to lookout point, she probably be fucking.
Hey, you ain't lying. Every city do got one. No matter where you go, there's a place to sneak it in.
I don't think these ladies they don't understand why we think of y'all the way we think of y'all. Because if we was fucking, y'all had to be fucking.
Right,
Ain't
but
no way
then when you
around
get them in public, everybody damn pussy tight, everybody a virgin. Like, girl, bye. The counterparts was out there fucking.
Hey, what trip me out is when they get triggered because a nigga want to put some respect on his dick. Like, how many niggas you been with? Why you asking me that? Like, damn, like that? Never mind. I'm good. You can go find somebody else.
That's so offensive. Ew. Are you insecure?
I mean, I don't think that happens in mass in reality. I think that's what's off-putting on this app.
I didn't tell you I may not directly ask you, but I'm gonna ask you questions to get down to the bottom of how many times you've been with a different motherfucker. Because I know anybody, if you call it a relationship, you fucked. And then I might even ask, shit, you ever had a roster or shit like that? I'm gonna find out.
Yeah, you gotta get them in mid conversation.
Because these new ladies is talking about conversation you have with them. How many bodies you got? Get that man the option to walk away from your ass. You might not be the one he wants, especially when you find out you got a high body count.
I
And a
try
lot
to
of
get
these
them
conversations
comfortable.
women don't like to have. That's why when they say they vetting, man, you can't be vetting if you're not being transparent. Let that man know how many fucking bodies you got. Because if you're a hoe, give him the opportunity to walk away from you.
Nah, she want to vet you, but she don't want to be vetted.
No, I agree. I think women should be transparent, but I also think it should go both ways. So on dates, we maybe should bring our body counts, right? And maybe some information to back it up. And you guys should bring your credit score and bank accounts. And then it'll be an even
Let's go,
transaction. I mean,
sis.
shit.
Sis standing on business.
Oh, okay.
She's standing
Let's
on
be
business.
transparent in this. Let's be transparent in this
She pulling
motherfucker.
taper fades while we pulling wigs.
Make them the same as for both sides.
Hey, we all know if you got a low body count, that shit for a woman is easy. It's a flex. Like, I ain't out here like these other bitches.
Yeah, you can tell when she got that. Oh, now I drink a lot of water. My shit tight.
She feel uncomfortable if you just doing logic. Only the people that's embarrassed or not exactly happy would find that question uncomfortable. Like, cause if you only had one or two, you would shout that on the mountaintops if you took pride in, said thing. You're not gonna get offended by that shit. Now I can see it can kind of go the other way if you're a virgin because everybody fucking and you ain't getting none. They might judge you on that shit. But like, if a nigga want to know, what I'm saying, what you been doing with that box and you comfortable with telling them, chances are he'll probably believe your ass. But if you uncomfortable, you probably got a high body count.
it's a good shit test, but I don't really believe in shit tests personally. I don't think they're really genuine. I think life offers enough shit tests, and if you just let a person talk and hang themselves, you'll get way more information than just giving them a test. Me, I just like to let them get comfortable with their conversation and just let them feel comfortable enough to tell me whatever they want to tell me, and then I just judge from there.
When you fall in that motherfucker, you ain't gonna have to ask no questions. You gonna already know.
You gonna know that resistance test.
That shit didn't put up no resistance. Why you need to ask
That's why.
questions?
See, that's why niggas. See, they be want to demonize us for wanting to physically get to the box, right? But we the ones that's hunters, right? Plus, we the only way we gonna really know is that resistance test.
And then y'all get a room or something and she naked before you. You don't feel uncomfortable. You never seen me before. You just take off your clothes so fucking easy. That's probably, you getting some answers off of that shit too.
You do know some of these girls, they plot out that first time with your ass. That shit's a whole planned out event. She told a couple of her homegirls, we're going to the telly tomorrow, girl. And she done planned out the whole night, trying to make sure she wanted to go perfect.
Yeah, but if you ain't so desperate, you'll see all the signs. But if you desperate, you probably gonna miss a lot of shit.
Now, I come from the 90s and 80s, dog. We used to be able to pay by the hour to go to the telly.
Short stay? You want short stay?
Hey, I remember that shit. It was like $7.50 on Broadway, on 104th and Broadway in LA. And if you wanted the suite, it was $10.50 for 2.5 hours.
Oh, you know, huh, BTP?
Yeah, I was Pookie back then. I was Mr. Casanova back then. Shit, I ain't played them games. Shit, my way or the highway.
I don't like it, Candace, when you try to agree with these ladies when they ain't been hoes in their lifetime.
My thing is, if y'all had a standard, then I could understand the delineation. But either the discernment is short or it lacks, or you don't care about body count in real life. Because I would think that if that were to matter, then those types of women you wouldn't even entertain, not even on a recreational level, because you guys are just so intentional.
And I had a 24-year-old that was uncomfortable about talking about her body count. She act like I asked her some weird ass shit. I was like, that should help. This fucking app can be useful.
Yeah, because she was about to get disqualified. That's why she got uncomfortable.
That part.
Not to mention, a lot of times these failed relationships, these failed marriages, 3 and 4 kids at home and shit, and then want to date. Come on, man. You can't date with all of those obligations, responsibilities going on. Yeah, y'all can disqualify yourself just off that body count conversation.
But in reality, I don't think that's the truth, King Mark, because if that were to be true, right, then why are we seeing women married with a physical proof of multiple relationships, multiple fathers, multiple, you know what I'm saying? So I get it. Maybe that's your educational talking point.
Because there's more sense out there than anything. They gonna get married up, but by who?
Yeah, all right. But I'm saying the way that it's being spoken to.
Hey, they scared to actually not have access to pussy. A lot of these dudes ain't have pussy in their life, so they're not gonna ask these questions. They're not gonna press the issue about whether or not you was promiscuous out in the streets and shit. How many failed relationships? How many failed marriages you had? How many kids? They're not gonna ask these questions because they ain't gonna get no fucking box. There's a lot of dudes out there that actually simping to these women and these women.
Hey, Hey, clear your mic up, man. I know you cooking. You in the Matrix.
Hey, I'm listening to y'all, right? And it just reminds me of it's like what I said before. You know, people get so I'm not saying y'all per se. You know, respectfully, if it applies, that's different. But I'm talking about
No, the fuck you not.
What's up, BTP? I'm just speaking in general, right? It's it's people just aren't used to operating in raw, unadulterated truth. They're not. Because to me, right, I'm gonna use Candace. I hope you don't mind, Candace. I'm gonna use it as an example. Let's say Candace and I get to know one another. The moment that I hide truth from her or a lie, both in the context of lying, I'm robbing her of the ability to make an authentic and genuine decision if she wants to continue to get to know me or not. I want y'all to really think about that. And that goes for anybody in this room. The moment you lie, you're not giving that person the real chance to choose you. And the moment they lie to you, they're doing the same thing to you. And this world has taught us, come on, y'all gotta move. This world, I'm driving y'all, my bad. This world has taught us, or a lot of us, how to operate without being really truthful. People will get clowned for it, emasculated for it. They're afraid. They're fearful, like one of the brothers saying, fearful of not getting chosen on either side. So people want to lie and hide. Y'all talking about women with body counts, right? So a lot of these women, they want to move, and I'm not getting on the sisters at all. I'm just talking about what happens. A lot of the sisters move in the way, my body, my choice, like I full autonomy. But then when somebody says, hey, well, let's hold you accountable to your full autonomy choice. What's your body count? I don't need to answer that. You just people, and some of the women, and some of the men too, with different things that go on in the courtship of dating. But this one particular question: what do you bring to the table? Some women get offended by that question. Then they'll say, I'm the table, huh? The table is a relationship. What do you bring to the relationship? Well, just observe, just watch. Well, in that case, I don't need to ask you no questions on anything, and you could just nobody asks nobody no questions in here, y'all, or at all. We just watch and observe, and it's all of this different pseudo intelligence, if you will, pseudo quote unquote wisdom, if you will. That's how I'm looking at it. And nobody's getting to the heart of the matter. And this is why people will say things like, oh, I'm not getting an opportunity to really get to know the person. Well, I didn't know this about this person until 2 or 3 years later. Because people are not really being their authentic and genuine selves. They're being ways that society is saying to be, and they're not being them. Well, my uncle said this, my grandpa said that. Well, I see the men around here do this.
Bring it in, preacher.
Okay, BDP. I was actually about to land, but I'm glad that you said that because it's the truth. And you know it's the truth. Am I lying? I'm going to land right here. Please come off, BDP. Am I lying?
No, you ain't lying. You just kind of like, you pouring it on them too fast, man. You got to give them a little bit at a time. They already half listening to what the fuck you talking about. Shit.
He's telling the truth, though.
Yeah, he is. He cooking. So how long you gonna cook? No, I just fucking with you.
I know.
You good.
No, you cool, BDP. Listen, but you got a point though. You don't want to overcook. But the thing is that I'm speaking the way I'm speaking because I'm passionate about it. I love my people. Every single brother and sister here. I may not agree with all of y'all. Y'all may not all agree with me, but I got an affinity for my people. And it hurts me sometimes in the sense of not being sensitive, but in the sense of I just want my people to win. I want y'all to be in love with whatever causes y'all to be in love if you seek a wife or a husband or a permanent relationship. I'm tired of seeing y'all quote unquote fail in that. I'm tired of seeing y'all go through all of these motions. I'm tired of it. And when I don't mean tired like I'm gonna shut the world off, but it's like I love to see, I love seeing couples that are in love and holding hands and doing their thing and finding ways to get through difficulties in life, and they just loving on each other and raising a family or whatever the case may be. I love seeing that. So respectfully, not towards you, BDP, but since you said, respectfully, since you said something about it, part of the reason why I'm kind of long-winded and a little crazy about it, because it's just a passion in me to see my people win. Find somebody that's off. I'm gonna land right here. Find somebody that's authentic and genuine to you. All this, he got to be 6 feet, 6 foot, 6 this. If that's how you authentically are, so be it. But if it's really because that's what society is pushing on you, but it ain't really you, and you keep trying to go after the men or get with the men that ain't really you authentically, get with that man that's 5'10", 5'8", 5'9". Get with that man that ain't doing 6 figures. Get with that man that really gets you and resonates with you. And brothers, get with that sister that she may not be the standard that society says, but if she really resonates with you and you can really be in love and committed and faithful and loyal, same thing with the sisters, get with that person and forget what society says. All right, I'm going on mute. My bad.
Those are actually the authentic relationships that people can potentially develop and grow, because you're actually, getting someone that you like, and somebody that you're really into, and somebody that you feel you can support and stand behind. So, yeah, I believe that. Like, get with someone that you really, really like and care about authentically, and sometimes that's just what people need in their life to, like, maybe they've been getting with the wrong people.
So, fellas,
Yeah, I
what
think
would
you
be
have
the
to.
solution?
Oh, damn! I was just gonna talk about the solution too.
Yeah,
The
yeah. So,
solution is to make it comfortable as hell for whoever you vetting to be their authentic self, so you can see if you want to fuck with them or not. And if you do want to fuck with them, make them feel comfortable in being that authentic self, so that when you fall in love or whatever, you actually fall in love with the true authentic person, because everybody is putting on to be accepted or to have their way, and you're falling in love with what you're meeting, and then the real you comes out generally within 5 years. And now y'all don't fuck with each other, and y'all start saying stupid shit like we grew apart. Like, no, y'all was never authentic to begin with. So I definitely agree.
I think that we need to go a little deeper than that. We was just talking about how as kids we would go on dates and things of that sort. Instead of being comfortable with a man asking you about your body count on a first date or whenever y'all first get together or whatever the case may be, how about we start, people that have kids, not myself, but you guys that do have kids, y'all start raising your children to value certain things such as sex and relationships and courting each other. That way women won't develop high body counts. Stop telling men that they need to get their body up, because who are they getting their body up if you don't want women to have high body counts? You got to pick a side. You don't want men to you want men to have a high body count, but you want women to have a low body count, and that doesn't make sense unless the men are having sex with each other, and we don't want that either. So instead, let's value relationships, and let's teach our children to value relationships and marriage and everything that come with it. That way, this conversation we will not even be having to worry about.
No, they still can fuck the hoes and still value relationships. Just the
We
ones
don't want
that
hoes.
are alone. Men still got to get their bodies up so they know the difference between a whore and that virtuous ass woman that we talking about. Because a lot of times, like I said, these women require shit that's allocated for virgins, and they're not virgins. So if these men have an easy road to get in the box, she's not a virgin. Or she don't have nobody covering her. She loose. Go ahead and get your dick sucked and wait, because you don't want to let her sit on it. She might actually end up doing something that's not in your best interest. So make her spit on her. That's what they've been doing. They've been doing that shit since the 7th grade. And I can attest to that because I got 16-year-olds under my cover. I got 16-year-old boys, and this is the shit that they telling me. So as far as these women actually having these relationships or this puppy love going on, you decided you want to get out there and actually go out and bet a man, you better be ready to serve that man, bring some sort of value. Because a lot of these women, they don't want to do nothing but actually offer box, recycle pussy. Nah, we ain't doing that. Make it a little bit better for us.
King Mark ain't lying, and y'all do know historically, this is the reason why people did get married early on, because male or female, they was ready to fucking fuck. And that's historically why people ended up getting married early. Marry them off early because they gonna end up fucking their life off just running around here fucking. It's never gonna be a time in history where you're gonna stop young, high testosterone, high estrogen individuals as a whole, stop them from fucking. They gon' fuck. And that's why we married them off early.
Yeah, they
Be